this is Chris Hall, Commissioner of the Futures Collegiate Baseball League here at the historic Wacona Park in beautiful Pittsfield, Massachusetts, home of our Pittsfield Suns. As you can see today, we're a few weeks away from opening day out in Pittsfield, and the staff is out here working hard, making sure that the walls are painted so we can put those beautiful sponsorship signs up, and including our general manager and reigning executive of the year, Kristen Huss, has been working very hard here during the off season to make sure that these Suns are going to be on top of their game coming this summer. Kristen, getting ready to celebrate her 18th year in the game of baseball, which is amazing. You started at what age?
About 10. No, I wish. I started at 16 selling programs for a team called the Hudson Valley Renegades.
Which is owned by the Gold Claim Group, which owns the Pittsfield Suns.
Which also owns this team, so I kind of got hooked. My original dream job was actually to be a Batgirl for the Yankees, and they told me no, so I had to come up with a backup plan, and I started selling programs. And as soon as I walked into the ballpark, I fell in love with it, and I never wanted to do anything different.
What have been the biggest challenges for you here in Pittsfield?
So it's been a really great experience. I worked for the Renegades full-time for about 9 years, so coming here was awesome because, you know, Pittsfield claims they invented baseball here, so everywhere I go, there's a story, and everybody I talk to tells me their favorite memory about this park or a player that's been here. But, you know, this ballpark is 100 years old, so there are challenges. You know, we don't have a video board, or we still have a scoreboard where the players run out and put the numbers on, which is fun. We still have the wooden bleachers. So this ballpark is great, but with any other, you know, ballpark or team, the challenges are always the weather. That's the one thing that I can't control, and that, you know, no other general manager can, and if somebody could figure that out, they'd be pretty wealthy. But the weather is always a big issue, and it's always just trying to build upon last year. Last year we had a great season with ticket sales and sponsorship sales, and each year we're just trying to bring it to the next level. And it's, what can we do better than last year? You know, we spend hours in the off season with meetings going over everything from when fans walk into the game to when they're waiting online for concessions to in between innings, and we take all of that process and how do we improve upon it? You know, we added a guy who does balloon animals just to entertain people when they are outside the gate. We've added pregame performances on the field to get more groups here. You know, we're trying to get all the national anthems to be local choruses. We're trying to just do different things every night just to draw more and more people.
So one of the things I've always talked about here in Pittsfield from day one is the music has always been outstanding and sensational in keeping fans engaged in the game, but also the on-field acts in between innings on-field promotion has been awesome. One of them was the Whack and Intern, which is very similar to Whack-A-Mole, which was one of my favorites. What do you guys have up your sleeve for this summer?
So we're still coming up with some new ideas, but we have a lot of fun things planned. So that's the most fun part of the job, is coming up with all those things. And, you know, we take suggestions from our interns, we go to schools and listen to kids, and we see what they want to see, and then, you know, that goes all into our theme nights as well. So all of our games are themed, and we have a lot of fun ones this year, so we're pretty excited. So
one of the other things here, Kristen, you're a general manager, a female general manager in a game, a men's game, okay, typically dominated by men in the front office, and obviously in the game with the coaching and everything else. What's it been like for you, being the general manager in our league? I know at one point we did have another female general manager. Here, one of the owners of your team is Ty Timinia, one of the most famous women in sports, you know, like a top 5 women in sports. She's been an unbelievable role model for me, and I know for you as well, because you've had an opportunity to work for her for years. But what's it been like for the last several years for you?
Yeah, sure. So I you know, grew up with Ty, working for her and seeing her, and really looked up to her and saw what she brought to the teams that she oversaw. And I mean, I think I just never let it become a challenge for me. I never look at it as, oh, I'm the only girl here. It's just kind of, I'm just another person in a room for a meeting, or I'm just another person in this ballpark. I never kind of singled myself out. I think all along growing up, I always hung out with a lot of guys and always was very comfortable with guys, and I don't know, I just never let it get to me or let it kind of single myself out.
I'm here with Brian Flagg, who is the assistant general manager of the Pittsfield Suns. This is his 4th year with the team, 3rd year working with Kristen. Brian, what's it been like the last 3 years working with Kristen?
It's been fantastic. I learned a lot about baseball. She's been around the game a long time, and I haven't. So she's really kind of given me a whole new perspective on, you know, working for the team and what kind of things need to be done, and what kind of plan to make to get them done. So it's been a great experience.
So I know every time I see Kristen, it's very very hard for me not to smile and feel good about myself that day. What's it been like showing up at the office every day during the year and seeing Kristen every morning?
Especially on the days when I'm in a bad mood. It's great because as soon as she walks in, it's a burst of energy. You know, she'll kill me, but they say good things come in small packages, right? She's a burst of energy coming through the door with her hello, hello, and it gets the day started off right every day, that's for sure.
As you know, the feelings that we have for you in the league and the other general managers, you know, voting you very easily last year, the executive of the year. And I think the biggest piece is your personality is always upbeat and going in the right direction and keeping everybody happy. And I think that's what's come here in Pittsfield, is you've given the people around here that a part of yourself, which is to make sure that everybody is going to have a good time. Customer service is number one, entertainment's, you know, right there, and making sure that the fans keep on coming to the ballpark. You know, we're looking forward to May 30th, opening day.
Can't wait.
And if all goes well, you know, I might be there. I make sure I wear the pink shirt for you. I know you love the. And we're looking forward to 2018 season, our 8th season, the 7th season for the Pittsfield Suns and the Gold Clean Group, the 3rd season for Kristen Huss, her 18th season in the game of baseball. We're looking forward to a great season here in Pittsfield and in the Futures League. Thank you.